Hey guys, Junaid from Meninfluencer here. Hope you look good, feel good and are ready to prosper, because in this video I want to talk about how you can grow a fuller and thicker beard. Because I know a lot of you individuals out there want to actually understand the concept as to how you can actually create an illusion which will allow your beard to look a bit more fuller and thicker. Because when it comes to my beard, obviously the first time when I was actually getting some kind of facial hairs was when I was 15 to 16 years old. And obviously now I'm 20, so over the course of those 5 years I've obviously established a few methods to create the illusion that my beard is a bit more thicker, even though it isn't that particular case. And that's what I want to showcase to you guys in this video, because I will go really in depth to allow you guys to follow me and actually create the desired beard that you're looking for. And obviously, if you're someone that is new to this channel and would like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button and help your brother out. Because I saw that over 95% of you guys that are currently watching these videos aren't even subscribed yet. So what are you doing? If you want to see more awesome content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button and help your brother out. Anyways, with that said, let's jump into the video. Alright, so the first thing you want to determine is what kind of beard you actually have. So as you can see on the screen right now, this is how my beard looks like. So it's almost full at the moment, so that's something I'm really happy about. But as you look here, you can see that this particular spot is a bit more patchy than the rest of my beard. And therefore, if I actually want to create the illusion that my beard is a bit more fuller and a bit more thicker, it doesn't make sense that I allow this section to grow evenly as this section. Because obviously I don't particularly have as much hair in this section, and therefore it's much smarter for me to actually allow this section to grow a bit longer. Because obviously if I actually do this, I can create an illusion that this section isn't particularly as patchy as it actually is. And obviously by trimming this section a bit smaller, because as you can see here, this section is quite thick, it will create the illusion that your beard is a bit more fuller and a little bit more thicker. And the next thing I want you to look at is your beard line. So obviously for some individuals it might be a bit higher or a bit lower, but obviously it doesn't matter that much. The main thing I want you to look at is your beard line, because most of us always have some kind of hair follicles a bit higher than our beard line, and this actually disrupts our beard from looking thicker and fuller. So if you look on the screen right now, you can see that some of my hair follicles are a bit higher than my beard line, and obviously this will actually disrupt my beard from looking thicker and fuller. So if you want to create an illusion where your beard actually does look a bit more thick and fuller, obviously get rid of those extra hair follicles. And depending on how long it actually has been, when it was the last time that you actually touched your beard, if it actually has been a few days, obviously you can just shave it. Or if it actually has been a bit longer than that, I actually obviously recommend you to trim it down a bit first and then shave it to actually make it more suitable. So let me trim it first, and then obviously I'll show you how to shave it as well. Alright, so this is how my beard looks like after actually trimming it. And as you can see on the screen, you still see those hair follicles. Obviously it's a bit trimmed down now, but it's still visible. And obviously that's why I'm also going to shave it off now, because this way I can completely get rid of it and obviously make my beard look a bit more fuller and thicker. So for this you only need two things. The first thing is a shaving razor, and the second thing is a cooling aftershave. And the one that I'm using is from a brand called Lumin. And this is a cooling aftershave which is mild, and it's an alcohol-free formulation that cools, soothes and calms your skin, helping to alleviate post-shave irritations and reduce the appearance of ingrown hairs, shears, lightweight and no greasy residue. So the first thing you have to do is to get rid of all of those small hair follicles to actually create an illusion that your beard is so much more thicker and fuller. And let me show you how I actually do it. And after I'm finished shaving, I actually pat dry my face, and obviously then I use the Lumin cooling aftershave. And the directions of this product are quite easy. So the first thing you obviously do is to pat face dry your face, which I've already done after shaving, and then immediately apply a thin layer to the face and neck. And the reason that I actually recommend this particular cooling aftershave is that it actually is made out of high quality materials, and therefore it will give you that cooling effect, will keep your skin hydrated, targets the skin irritation and helps to fight against ingrown hairs. And now we're almost done. The last section I want you to actually touch upon is this section. So obviously you want to create a U shape here, which will obviously allow your jawline to actually stand out and make your face look a bit more slimmer. So the way that I usually go about this is that I use this trimmer, and obviously after using the trimmer I just shave a little bit down there and make sure that I'm good to go. So as you can see on the screen right now, I already prepared myself as to how I want to get rid of all of the neck beard, and I create a nice U shape. And when it comes to this, obviously take your time, because you don't want to actually screw this up, because obviously otherwise it will be a bit uneven, and therefore if it isn't as symmetrical as it is, it won't actually allow your beard to stand out. Alright, so I've gotten rid of most of the hair that I actually wanted to get rid of, and obviously now I'm gonna use the shaver to obviously get rid of all of it. And the reason I usually use the shaver is actually to get rid of most of the neck beard, because for some reason I can't always get rid of it with my trimmer, and therefore by just using this, it makes it a bit more convenient and much easier. And as you can see here, when you look at my neck, you can see that it's a bit red. And obviously that's why the cooling aftershave is very convenient for you. Because obviously by me just applying this, I obviously get rid of all of the skin irritation, and I'll actually maintain the skin integrity. And now we're almost finished, because we've pretty much done everything when it comes to actually maintaining our beard, but making it actually look a bit more fuller and a bit more thicker. Because this last step is optional, because it isn't a quick fix, but obviously if you're someone that's serious about growing a thicker beard in the long run, it's better to actually apply this step and use it throughout the rest of your journey to obviously make sure that your hairs are intact. And this step actually requires you to use a soothing beard oil. And the one that I'm using is the Soothing Beard Oil by Lumin, because obviously they've actually launched a few new products and they've actually given it to me to try it out, and so far I absolutely love them. And the reason that I actually recommend this particular beard oil is because it actually uses a blend of nourishing oils to help you fortify your facial hair, while reducing appearance of breakage, and at the same time it promotes appearance of volume. And if you're someone that's a bit serious to actually have a thicker beard in the long term, by you applying some kind of beard oil, you actually reduce the breakage of your hair, and therefore obviously it gets a bit more thicker and obviously allows it to grow a bit more longer, and at the same time you increase the volume of your hair. Alright, so you just simply utilize a few drops into your finger, and obviously then you mix it a little bit and do it upwards. Because the reason for this is that this way you really allow the beard oil to get into your hair follicles. And once you're obviously done, comb your hair downward to make your beard look a bit more convenient and better. And that pretty much sums it up for this video. So obviously the first thing you need to do is to determine what kind of beard you currently have, and then obviously try to implement some kind of trick to create an illusion to make your beard look a bit more thicker and fuller. And obviously after that, you look at your beard line and make sure you don't have additional hair follicles above your beard line to create the illusion that your beard is more thicker and fuller. And then finally, obviously, get rid of this part to allow your jawline to pop out, and at the same time, if you get rid of this part, your beard will look a bit more bulkier, and therefore it will stand out a little bit more. And the last optional step is to actually use some kind of beard oil, and the one that I'm actually using is from Lumin. So obviously I'll have the products linked down below if you're interested. And this way, obviously by you using this beard oil in the long term, you allow your beard to actually reduce breakage and increase volume, and this will actually allow your beard to look a bit more thicker and fuller in the long term. So anyways, I hope you really enjoyed this video and found it informative. If you did, please consider to hit the subscribe button and help your brother out, because I made tons of videos when it comes to men's grooming and men's lifestyle that I'm sure you don't want to miss. And obviously if you have some kind of questions left, please leave them in the comments down below and I'll happily answer them. Anyways, with that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good day. Bye bye.